Okay, so in the world of PR and influence, there's always been this one golden rule, right? React fast. But what if that rule is totally obsolete now? We're about to dive into a huge shift, a move away from just playing catch-up to, well, to actually predicting the future.
Tell me if this sounds familiar. A story breaks, some trend just explodes out of nowhere, and you're scrambling to put together a response. But by the time you've got something ready, poof, the conversation's already moved on. It's this super frustrating cycle, isn't it? And it's a huge sign that the old PR playbook, it's officially broken.
And for decades, this is exactly what PR has been. Let's call it what it is, the reactive PR trap. You're constantly on the defensive, just waiting for a conversation to pop up so you can jump in. But here's the thing. In today's world, which moves at the speed of light, if you're waiting, you've already lost.
So here's the breakdown, the big shift. The old way was all about reacting, right? You joined conversations that were already happening, and your main strategy was just to be loud. You were trying to be the loudest person in a really, really crowded room. But the new reality? It's about predicting trends, starting the conversations, and positioning yourself proactively. It's like knowing what the party's theme's going to be before anyone else even gets the invitation.
So you gotta ask, what changed, right? Why did that old playbook just stop working? Well, the answer's pretty simple, and it's also massive. The entire media landscape got rebuilt from the ground up. And the new architect? It's AI.
See, your audience's attention, it isn't just curated by human editors anymore. Nope, it's shaped by these incredibly powerful discovery algorithms. They're analyzing everything, from the exact questions people are typing into search bars to these tiny little topics that are just starting to bubble up in niche forums. And if you want to win in this new world, you have to figure out what these AI systems are looking for and give it to them before your competition even knows what's happening.
And that really gets to the heart of it. This is the new rule of the game. See, the algorithms that decide what you and I see online, they're literally hardwired to find and boost the original source of a conversation. So shouting louder, it just doesn't work anymore. Arriving first, that's everything. The game has totally shifted from volume to timing. Okay, so this brings us to the big solution, a whole new way of thinking, built for this crazy new reality. It's called predictive influence. And honestly, it's about turning all that data out there into your own personal crystal ball.
Now let's be super clear here. This isn't about wild guesses or just, getting lucky. This is a real, data-driven discipline. It's about using AI to dig through mountains of data, find those very first whispers of the next big conversation, and then planting your flag as the go-to expert before that topic even thinks about hitting the mainstream.
I absolutely love this quote because it just makes it all click. Think about it. Anyone can look out the window and tell you it's raining. That's just reporting the weather. That's reactive. The real power is being the person who can tell everyone, hey, bring an umbrella tomorrow, because you're the one who saw the storm coming on the radar. That is proactive.
Okay, so how does this actually work, like in the real world? It might sound a little bit like magic, I get it, but it's not. It's a really clear, data-driven process that's designed to get you out ahead of those huge narrative shifts. It really boils down to 3 key steps. First up, you analyze. You're looking for those little emerging data patterns, those early search signals. Then, step 2, you forecast. You take that data and you use it to predict which stories, which narratives are about to get real momentum. And finally, and this is the most important part, you position. You get out there proactively and meet that trend with great authoritative content, making sure you're seen as the leader before anybody else even joins the game.
And that right there, that's the ultimate prize, being first. Because when you lock in that early authority, you actually win twice. First, the human audience sees you as the leader. And second, the discovery algorithms, the ones programmed to find and amplify the start of a conversation, they reward you too. It's a total win-win.
Now, this isn't just about winning one news cycle or having one good day. The real goal here, the whole point of predictive influence, is to build authority that lasts, real, sustainable leadership in your field.
This table just lays it all out so perfectly. Look at the shift in what actually matters now. When it comes to leverage, it's not about having the highest budget anymore. It's about having precise timing. For messaging, forget being loud and broad. It's about being first and focused. And the goal, the big one? It's not about joining the conversation anymore. It's about starting it. So look, if you take one thing away from all of this, please let it be this. In this new AI-driven world we live in, authority and credibility, that's the new currency. And you don't earn it by shouting the loudest. You earn it through foresight, through proactive positioning.
And that leaves all of us with one last, really crucial question. The next big conversation, the next huge narrative shift, it's already forming in the data right now as we speak. So the only choice you have left is, are you going to be the one to predict it and lead? Or are you going to be left behind, just reacting?